Alright, so I just got off work. I had, I've sort of, I'm not living out of my car, but I'm kind of like, my backseat is basically my closet at this point, where I have a bunch of like just clean clothes that I have ready to go for the gym. So I got out of work and I switched out of my scrubs so fast, but I am driving right now to North Round Rocks gym to get a back day in. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's not super packed. It is Sunday afternoon, but 2 hours before the gym's supposed to close, we should be able to move through machines relatively quickly. And worst case scenario, this is the worst case scenario, man. I'm hitting some heavy traffic. I should have gone to Hester's. It's currently 7:15. If I get there by 7:25, I should be fine. I was planning on arriving there by 7:30. An hour and a half is really all I need to get a good lift in and a good like little 10 minutes cycling. Maybe since it's just me, the lift will take even less time. Who knows? Let's see how this goes. Inshallah, the light does not turn green in the next 4 seconds. And if it does, that's fine, because I'll just be a little slower. It's green. Bottle side, shaker in the hand. Yeah! And that is how you pour! Oh, I just got a prime spot in the parking lot. So we're gonna pump. Biking now because cardio is super important, or whatever, I don't know. But this bike has a little phone stand so I can watch my YouTube videos while I pedal. And I don't really go really high. I'm only on like gear 10 for the intensity or resistance of the bike. So I'm not super concerned about anything that's going on right now, but I'm really just doing it more to kind of like cool down. I've got less than a minute left, so I'm just gonna try to keep a solid tempo. And one thing that I really like doing whenever I'm doing, well, it's kind of hard to do it now because I'm talking, but essentially for my cardio, because I'm only doing it for a short amount of time, to really get the most out of it, I try to take a really deep breath and then slowly exhale it. And so my body is moving at a pace where I would normally be kind of like softly panting. But by forcing myself to control my breath, I feel like it's definitely has improved my quality of cardio. Yeah, time is now 8:41, so a little over an hour, I guess roughly like an hour 20. Hour 20, I'm rounding up though, hour 20 to get the whole workout by myself. But yeah, that was essentially my back day. But I do want to say that I was trying, like on the kind of like dual handled lat pull down kind of thing. I was trying to do something that I saw in an Eric Janicki video where he was training with Togi? I don't know. I think his name is Shane Stouffer or whatever, but like he is an online persona, or I don't know if that's, I don't know, whatever. He was basically like pulling like down with like one hand. I mean, my gym doesn't have those handles, but I just use a D handle instead. And he tried to keep it all in the same plane. I did the best I could to kind of like adhere to whatever cues he was doing, but I do think that I might have been doing it wrong. But I did feel super weak, which means that I might have been doing it right, you know? I do feel kind of weird, you know, filming when there's people around, because I don't want them to think that I'm like an influencer or anything like that, because I know there's a lot of negative stigma associated with being sort of a fitness influencer. And I don't want them to think I'm a creep who's just like recording people in the gym with my phone. So I try to get like, you know, the best angle that it's just me. And then I don't start my workout set until people aren't in the frame, so that I can crop out whenever someone walks by when I have to edit the video. But I do like looking back at my footage and seeing like what mistakes I'm making. And I felt really confident about some of the progress I've been making in terms of form and exercise selection. I think that if I went to the Highland Golds gym, I would have definitely felt a little bit more lat activation, because that's what I was kind of going for with the variation I just did. But it's still, you know, it still lacks the je ne sais quoi that one attachment at Highland has, that just, you know, I just really feel it real like extreme activation of the lower lat, and I love that way that feels. And it's probably just a stretch and the angle of pull, but either way, I should be good. I'm done. I'm gonna be home. I'm gonna eat some food. I'm gonna go to sleep. Maybe, who knows, maybe I'll play a little Fortnite. I got Invincible, and I gave him Crocs Echo Wave clogs, and I'm gonna definitely, I think I'm gonna buy them. I'm gonna buy some for in real life, because they look cool, and I think I could probably get away with wearing those in the OR. I don't know. Anyways, that was my back day. I hope that you were entertained. If you have any criticisms, please give me some advice on how to improve my form. Give me advice on my exercise selection. Tell me what things I could do to change, to improve. I would like constructive criticism. If you want to have, you know what? Destructive criticism, also welcome. Just hate on me for no reason, unprompted. Even if I did something flawlessly, create a flaw. Gaslight me into thinking I have flaws. Okay, all right, that's a wrap for me. Have a good night. Oh.